According to our president, Iran is completely taken apart. They don't have a Navy, they don't have an Air Force, they don't have nothing. They shot down an American fighter jet this morning. First time they've done that since the war started. So obviously, it's not that they got worse, they got better. And also, the Iranian government has told its citizens to go and look for the pilots that ejected. More fucking American troops, American fucking citizens are going to die because you guys have let this motherfucker ball gag you into thinking, oh, it'll only be 3 weeks, maybe 9 months, I don't know, I'll feel it in my old decrepit ass fucking bones. You can say a lot of fucking things about Joe Biden's presidency, but he never went and bombed a country that he intentionally did not know shit about because he fired the fucking people responsible for the intelligence during Doge cuts. Can't say much about Democrats either, but I guarantee you, if Kamala Harris and Joe Biden went and bombed Iran without congressional approval, every fucking Democrat on the goddamn Hill would have called for his fucking impeachment. It embarrasses the fuck out of me that y'all are grown-ass fucking adults and you can't see this shit. You're a grown-ass fucking adult. You've raised kids. You've had to take care of your mom who's getting old and no longer fucking approves for Medicare. And you can't fucking see that he's bending you over and fucking you raw and lying to your fucking face. Oil prices are not gonna go down. He sat there and said, gas could be $1.50 if I wanted it to. Presidents don't control gas prices, but their fucking decisions do impact them. More fucking American soldiers are gonna die. I'm sorry if I'm so pissed off about this. 3 of them that ended up dying were from my home state in Alabama. But y'all don't give a shit about that. Y'all just want the numbers. Oh, only a few of them is a bunch of Iranians. Guys, no it's not. No it's not. And it's a lot more Americans than America media is reporting. You're fucking adults. You're fucking adults, and you're letting a fucking senile old man bend you over. Joe Biden would have been impeached over this. And don't even fucking get in my comments and argue about fucking Ukraine. We didn't bomb Ukraine. We didn't even bomb Russia. We didn't do it. We didn't put American fucking lives in harm's way. Fuck you. America first. That means sending our troops all over the world to fucking do regime changes? That's what that means to you? Wake the fuck up. This is not even a Republican Party anymore. I can't have any respect for a Republican Party. I'm an independent. I'm a young independent. Give me something. Because this ain't it. I'm not fucking blind and I'm not fucking stupid. And I'm not gonna sit here and believe the lies of a fucking man who's been convicted of fraud. You're so fucking stupid and you're an adult. An adult. If you don't disagree with anything else in his presidency, disagree with this. We should not be at war with Iran. And if they had nuclear capabilities, bitch, we're not their first target. Bibi is. And yes, I know this does absolutely fucking nothing, me yelling at my fucking phone screen, because none of you actually take this shit seriously. But I hope and pray that one day the United States goes through half of what we put the fucking Middle East through. I do. I'm sorry if that makes me un-American, but holy shit. We should not be at war with fucking Iran. And we're going to lose. No matter how he tries to spin this, we have lost. And we have lost American lives because of his fucking nothing war. Nothing. What did we fucking gain from this? A non-nuclear Iran? I thought we did that last summer! Y'all are just so willing to fucking believe his lies. It's so fucking infuriating. You're an adult. You are an adult. Oh my God, can you not see that he says something one day, then the very next day says the fucking complete opposite? Holy shit! If this was my grandparent, I would be deeply, deeply concerned for them. But no, instead, he's got his granddaughter out here trying to be a fucking social media star using our taxpayers to take her fucking Secret Service to the grocery store. While all of us can't afford fucking groceries. It's dystopian as fuck, and you're adults. You're adults, and you're not a billionaire. He will never care about you, especially if you're a fucking woman. He will never give a fuck. I'm not saying that Joe Biden did either, but let's stop putting these goddamn politicians on a fucking pedestal and make them understand they work for us. Us. Not the PACs, not the billionaires. Us. The lower and middle class fucking Americans. We outnumber them 10 to 1. lie to your face like that. Don't let it grow.
Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, Shem Kwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone. Shalom to mighty YAHAWAH who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this foul captivity, as well as the speckled bird that may look like the other nations, but are actually YAHAWAH. This is for the couple community children lesson. Today's lesson is going to be on this general topic of putting certain people on a pedestal. And in this video, you have this woman that's complaining about how people are just, I don't even know what the proper term is, but it's, I guess, idolizing him while simultaneously justifying literally anything and everything that he does. And this reminds me of people's image and view on celebrities. It's kind of like basically let's say not Will Smith. I was about to say Will Smith, but he's like the only name that I can think of. Or let's just say fucking Brad Pitt. Okay, sure, Brad Pitt. People think, oh yeah, Brad Pitt is such a good guy. He's such a great actor. Nothing that he does is ever wrong. He's always gonna do the right thing and whatnot. And people have that exact same image for DJT, where they can never see the thing that he does until it's too late. They never see that, okay, well, he's not trying to help us, he's trying to destroy us. And we can see this in the things, with hearing, what's it called, what she said. Basically, there was an American plane, fighter jet, or whatever the fuck, that went to Iran, got shot down, and there was someone that ejected, and now they're lost because they followed after the orders of their damn leader. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been using this a lot, but I have to reiterate it because I would feel incredibly terrible if I was the parent, relative of someone that had this happen to my kid, my brother, sister, all that shit. Like, that is some terrible thing. Unless I don't know if that's how they do that, but Iran has been talking a lot about we're not gonna let America fight back, but at the same time they acknowledge that the American people, they know that this stuff does not represent us, and they know, Iran knows that the American citizens, they say that Iran has basically been separating the American citizens with the American government. They don't think that the American citizens actually agree with what the government is doing, or what DJT is doing more specifically. They basically say, we know that this is not a war that you guys are going to benefit from. We know that this is not a war that you guys even asked for, because this was done so randomly out of left field, without anyone's approval, without anyone's consent and all that stuff. It was basically just randomly DJT thought, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna go do this shit for some random ass reason or whatever. And then again, no one, as I said before, no one but these rich people are going to benefit from it. All right. So as a result of that, Sirach chapter 4 verse 27, make not thyself an underling to a foolish man, neither accept the person of the mighty. And again, I read this a lot. I read this a lot because it is a very true sentiment. Because how are you going to take orders from someone? It's like, how are you going to take orders from someone that basically tells you, go and die doing this and whatnot, when it's like, what am I doing this for? Like, what am I gaining from it? Like, I'm supposed to, or my job is supposed to be for the American people and whatnot. So how does this benefit the American people, and in what way? But basically the answer is that no, you're not doing anything to benefit the American people. You're basically just a soul to be lost, or a life to be lost for my benefit, and for my singular benefit, or my isolated benefit, for just a group of DJT and his rich friends, stuff like that, where it's just like I don't know, like it's pretty depressing that the dude that she said I don't know where she said it, but basically she said 2 pilots went over to Iran, and then the Iran said, go search for those things. If you guys find that American pilot, bring them to us or whatever and stuff like that. Like because they had ejected before getting shot down in their stuff. And Slakia, it's pretty damn depressing. I will say that it's pretty damn depressing, and I can only imagine, being the one to be told, hey, you guys have to go do this and whatnot, putting your life on the line, and then you're still like at the end of the day, you're doing this not for your benefit, not for your family's benefit, not for your country's benefit, but for the greed of your of the leader that you chose to follow under. Like, that's pretty depressing, and I can only imagine what's going to happen, because I don't know if Iran's going to be so merciful, given that it's an actual soldier, or if they're just going to be like, okay, well, we'll detain them, this, that, and the third, and stuff like that, because I think there have been attacks, as far as I've heard, outside of what she was talking about, but there have been attacks, and it's only going to continue to get worse. And hell, I think she might know something where she was saying that there's a lot more than just the reported ones. There are more unreported attacks as well, which again, that's just not making things any better. All right. So with that being said, let's continue on. Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 17. Ye shall not respect persons in judgment, but ye shall hear the small as well as the great. Ye shall not be afraid of the face of man, for the judgment is Yahawah's, and the cause that is too hard for you, bring it unto me, and I will hear it. So basically, the thing here is you can't be respected of persons, as I initially said at the start of this video, where if let's just say Kamala Harris won the election. All right, if Kamala Harris won the election and she was the one that was doing this, people would want to impeach her and say, oh, this is why we shouldn't have let some dark-skinned woman, or I don't know what the fuck she is, I think she's Indian or whatever, this is why we shouldn't have let some woman do it, but they would have called her a black woman and stuff like that, even though she's not a black woman, she's Indian. But anyway, the thing about that is, again, people would have been a lot more critical and would have wanted to immediately impeach Kamala compared to DJT actively going against all the established laws and basically doing whatever he wants. And on top of that, again, one of the campaign promises was that DJT was not going to start a war. He actually started he said that he wasn't going to start a war, but he went and started a war anyway. And that was a literal whole campaign promise. That was like one of his things. That's like, oh, this is why this is better to vote for DJT over Kamala Harris. And that was one of the his biggest selling points. All right, so as a result of that, now we see that, okay, well, he just completely went unprovoked, mind you, against his campaign promise and start a war or with Iran and stuff like that. So again, like, I don't even know if Kamala was going to or not, but that's basically irrelevant. The main thing is just that this stuff is happening right now, and now that DJT is starting a war and doing all this crap, and basically breaking all the whatever NATO agreements. I think it's NATO agreements or just general like treaty agreement, peace treaty agreements with all the nations and stuff like that. And on top of that, as I made a lesson before, the NATO allies, they were saying that we're not going to support America because that what they did was illegal. They said that we will help an illegal war, but we will help a legal war, but we will not help an illegal war. And what you did was illegal. So this dude basically made a whole ass problem, and then the Strait of Hormuz got shut down, and then now multiple a lot of but I think it was 20% of the world's oil got blocked off or some shit like that. So that was basically what was going on, and it's all because of America, DJT, doing all that shit unprovoked. Again, as I said, unprovoked. All right. Proverbs 24 verse 23, these things also belong to the wise. It is not good to have respect of persons in judgment. And once again, I know I just said this before, but again, why are we looking at let me just correct myself. Why are some people looking at DJT and saying, oh, it's fine, he's good, he knows what he's doing, he's smart, it's not there, whatever, and setting all these different standards for other people, but he who put the people in this situation, who put the American people in this situation, getting American soldiers, American family members killed. Where's all that stuff? And then he's gonna go fucking start a draft. He's gonna go start a draft. All right, like he's gonna go start a draft to get more people killed. That's funny as hell. I'm sorry. Anyway, continuing on. Proverbs 27 verse 5, open rebuke is better than secret love. And again, I'm not gonna lie, this is one of the things I absolutely despise about Edomites, which of course this shouldn't even come as a surprise, but in addition to my already pre-existing reasons for not liking them, my additional reason is that they don't know anything about accountability. They don't care about accountability. The only thing that they care about is, okay, well, we're gonna keep on doing whatever we're doing, even if the stuff that we're doing is the wrong thing. We're gonna keep on doing it despite knowing that it is objectively wrong. So as a result of that, when if an Israelite does something wrong, like, oh, if you steal, okay, well, we have to get punished for it. Our people are gonna say, oh no, we don't approve of that. That's wrong and stuff like that. Jake is evil. Jake is wicked. This so-called black man is a terrible person. X, Y, and Z and whatnot. And we're gonna do that. But let Esau not just steal, but steal, rape, rob, murder. All right, do all these things at a terrible, like excessive, unnecessary way, method, whatever, and then, okay, well, it's fine, stuff like that. Like, they will always make some sort of excuse or justification as to why they are able to get away with this stuff. But for us, okay, well, no, you have to pay for you have to answer for the stuff that you did, rather than as non-white people, you have to answer for the stuff. Actually, let me get that, because that's another thing. Over here in Psalms 73 verse 3, for I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked, for there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. So basically, because they are the wicked, because they are the wicked. Let me actually continue on verse 6. Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment. Basically, because of the promise, because of the guarantee, because everyone knows about how violent they are, and because they know that they are the strongest superpower in all in the world, they're able to get away with certain things that we wouldn't be able to get away with. But in addition to that, still, people, they don't care. Well, we're starting to get into the transitional period where people are starting to acknowledge that, yeah, we're not, this is just ridiculous. We should not be accepting this. An example is this. I'm assuming this is a white woman or whatever. I don't know what the fuck she is, but whatever. The main thing is that people are starting to see that this is not right, this is not okay, this is not fair. We need, some people need to call this stuff out us and stuff like that, because again, why are we sending our people to die in a war that should not have happened in the first place? Like this did not need to happen. We did not need to experience this, but yet we are for what, basically? Like that's the main thing. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawadah, YAHAWASHI, honors the elders and apostles, a great millstone, above the ball, and shalom.